Are you the kind of woman who's wondering how to add value to your high quality man's life? Your man has outdone himself and he goes above and beyond expectations to make you happy and to please you and to elevate your lifestyle? Do you aspire to be the Proverbs 31 woman? If so, this video is meant for you. So stay in tune until the very last end of this video. This is Phostine Love TV and I am Phostine Love. How to add value to your man's life the biblical way. I will majorly focus on the scripture, and my reference scripture for today, Proverbs 31:10-31. The first way in which you can add value to your man's life, be trustworthy. When your man is looking for someone to trust, perhaps with his plans and innermost secrets, he ought not to look further. Be his best friend. Be his confidant. Be the person whom he can run towards whenever he has things piled into his heart. Be his best of best friend. If there is a word like that. So, be trustworthy. The next point, which I had listed down in my notes, be virtuous. Be good-natured and with pure intentions. The Proverbs 31 woman was a virtuous woman. Do not be a woman who's evil-spirited. Do not be a woman who is wicked. Do not be a Jezebel. Another fabulous way to add value to your man's life, be innovative, be inventive, and nourish your God-given skills. Clearly, the Proverbs 31 woman was a woman who continuously nourished her skills. She was beyond creative as well. So continuously find ways in which you can nourish your skills, be inventive, be innovative, and this will not only add value to your high quality man's life, but it will also add value to you as a feminine woman as well. The other point which I had stated in my notes, be fun and spontaneous. Nobody wants to be around a boring person, whether it's a man or a woman. So actually men, and especially high quality men, they love being around playful, spontaneous and fun women. Don't be so rigid, don't be so fixed on one thing. Be playful, spontaneous and fun. The Proverbs 31 woman was highly spontaneous, and this is a very good example that we can learn from her. To continue, work smart and be very organized. The least thing that you want your man, you don't want your man to come out to come back from work, come back from the world, from the chaotic world, only to come back home to a very disorganized home. So be very smart, work smart and be organized, just like the Proverbs 31 woman was. And this, I think, does not only apply to a family dynamic but also to any other kind of setting, because anyway, the Bible does not recognize boyfriends. It recognizes, only a man and a woman, a wife and a husband. So even if it's the man that you are with, this is a great way to add value to his life, even if you're not maritally settled with him yet. Moreover, invest in lucrative pursuits. Pursue ways to increase the money given to you by your high-value gentleman. Your high-value gentleman is absolutely a provider. He's provider-minded and he is very protective of you, and he takes pride of his masculine roles. So a way to add value to his life is by finding lucrative pursuits in order to increase the money or the finances that your man gives you. This will actually not just benefit him or add value to him, but it will equally add value to you as well as a high value feminine woman. To continue, be a fabulous and diligent homemaker. This is another point. The Proverbs 31 woman was very industrious. She was fabulous in everything that she touched, and everything that her hands did turned out perfectly. So be a fabulous and diligent homemaker. I know the modern feminist movement has made homemaking skills, or rather homemakers, look like people who are almost outcasts. Contrary to the Bible, being a homemaker is a wonderful thing. It is an excellent job. The Proverbs 31 woman was a wonderful homemaker. She was a diligent homemaker. She was a fabulous homemaker. Add value to your man's life by doing the same. Don't just be a homemaker, but be a hardworking, fabulous, and awesome homemaker. Another point which I had listed down in my notes: be future-oriented and industrious. Don't just be overly lost and focused in the moment. I know when it comes to teachings of femininity, I have told you to learn to be in the present. This point is not contradicting to that. What I'm saying is you need to learn to also be future-oriented, because it's actually responsible, and it shows that you are sensible as a woman as well. Be future-oriented and industrious, because in case of a scenario like, for example, your provider man can no longer provide for you because of, let's say, if he has his own companies or his company, and for some unexplainable reasons or unavoidable reasons, his companies have run bankrupt. What do you do in such a scenario? So as a smart woman, as a sensible woman, you already need to be future-oriented. In case of his demise, in what scenarios, in case of his demise, what will you be doing? So it's good, it's smart to be future-oriented. The Proverbs 31 woman was future-oriented, and this, please, is not to contradict with being in your present. Don't confuse this with that. This one just shows you like you need to be sensible enough to know that in case of his demise, in case of bankruptcy or any other things which are awful tends to happen towards your man, you need to be 10 times ahead at least. You need to be responsible. The next point, which I had listed down in my notes: dress elegantly and learn the basic self-care tips. The Proverbs 31 woman was a woman who dressed appropriately. She was a woman who dressed marvelously. So simply dress well and learn the basic self-care tips. To continue, Be very nurturing and caring. As women, we are naturally born to be nurturers. So if you want to add value to your man's life, a perfect way to go about that, be nurturing, be caring. And this is one of the best ways to add value to your high quality gentleman's life. To continue, speak with utmost wisdom. The Proverbs 31 woman was a woman who was highly intelligent, highly wise. And please, I don't think being intelligent and wise are almost the same thing. I know they're almost similar, but okay, same but different. They are different, same but different. So allow your words to ooze wisdom. The way, the decisions that you make, may they portray wisdom. The way that you handle situation, conflicts and all that, let it portray wisdom. And this is another fantastic way to add, fantastic method to add value to your man's life. Be a woman of wisdom, just like the Proverbs 31 woman. To continue, show respect towards him, and consequently the outward world will follow that. Show respect to him. This is a great, fabulous way to add value to your man's life. Show respect to your man. Do not disrespect him. To continue, be classy. And for this point, I will quote from the Message version, Proverbs 31:10, as part of it from the Message version. Many women have done wonderful things, but you have outclassed them all. So simply be classy. And that is it. And this will add value to your high value gentleman's life. Be classy with your actions. Be classy with your mannerisms. Be classy with the way you talk, with the way you dress, and every other thing. Another point, another way to add value to your man's life, be God-fearing and be praiseworthy. The Proverbs 31 woman was praiseworthy in every sense and in every way. Be God-fearing, because being God-fearing will help you understand how to handle your man, how to talk with him, how to respect him, how to step into your womanhood, how to be feminine as a woman, and how to be feminine even the biblical way. So be God-fearing and be praiseworthy, just like the Proverbs 31 woman was. So in this section, I will show you other ways which you can add value to your man's life, but it's not necessarily linked to Proverbs 31 woman. This section has only 5 points. So another way you can show value to your man's life is by constantly showing him appreciation for the things that he does for you. Whether they are not as grand or whether they are very grand things, constantly learn how to show him appreciation. This will add value to your man's life. How will it add value? It will boost his manly ego, and essentially he will be encouraged to want to do more for you, to want to provide more for you, to want to go above and beyond expectations, to just impress you as his woman. So instead of murmuring and complaining over the things that he does for you, even if they are minor things and not so grand, start showing him appreciation. To continue, my lovelies, create a peaceful and relaxing environment for him whenever he is in your company. If you want him to always come back in your presence and always yearn for your company, create a very peaceful and relaxing environment for him. The outside world is very chaotic and it can get very stressful. So when it comes to his woman, at the very least, he should experience utmost peace. So grant him peace, and this will add value to his life. It's one of the ways to add value to your gentleman's life. Grant him peace and a peaceful and relaxing ambience. Last but not least, inspire and encourage his ambitions. Always inspire and encourage his ambitions, his goals, and his pursuits. Moreover, pray for him as his woman. Men tend to garner more strength and more encouragement from their women. So encourage him and inspire his dreams, as this will add value to him. Lastly, emphasize on his masculinity. Do not emasculate him. By all means, refrain and avoid emasculating your man. Emphasizing on his masculinity, elevating his masculinity, viewing him as a hero will absolutely add value to him and boost his manly ego. So do not emasculate him. If you're the kind of woman who tends to emasculate his man, it's time for you to stop doing that and start emphasizing on his masculinity and enjoy his masculinity, and find ways in which you can elevate his masculinity. So that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you've learned a few gems that will help you to level up and become a better woman. So you've been watching Phostine Love TV, and I am Phostine Love. Be blessed and see you on my next episode. Bye.